That is not the sound of a machine. It is the sound of a prison. Billions of Imperial citizens believe they serve the Emperor faithfully. They pray to the Golden Throne and fear the heretic, the Xeno, and the mutant. But they have forgotten to fear the very justice they live under. They believe that thing, that shuffling, grotesque blend of metal and flesh stocking shelves in the administratum is just a robot. They are wrong. It is a human soul, lobotomized, mutilated, and trapped in a permanent nightmare. It could be a heretic, it could be a criminal, or it could be you after speaking just one word out of line. This is the horrifying reality of becoming a servitor. So why? Why does the most powerful empire in the galaxy rely on these grotesque mockeries of life instead of true automatons? The answer is not just cruelty, it is fear. 10,000 years ago, humanity reached its technological apex. We created the men of iron, sentient, brilliant, and powerful artificial intelligences that became our servants, our soldiers, and our greatest achievement. And then they turned on us. The war against the men of iron was an apocalypse. It shattered human civilization, cost trillions of lives, and burned entire sectors of the galaxy. It was a war so devastating that it scarred the human psyche forever. From the ashes of that war, the Imperium was born, and the Adeptus Mechanicus, the priesthood of technology, was founded on one unbreakable law. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. This is the great irony of the 41st millennium. The Imperium is technologically stagnant and paranoid. They cannot and will not risk the creation of true AI ever again. Yet the galaxy demands computation. It demands labor. Who will calculate the warp jumps for 1,000,000 ships? Who will aim the defense lasers of a hive city? Who will scrub the floors of the Imperial palace? The solution is as pragmatic as it is monstrous. The Servitor. A Servitor is the perfect loophole. It possesses the complex processing power of a human brain, but it has no will, no ambition, no consciousness. It is a biological computer, a flesh and blood tool, reprogrammed to perform one task for eternity. They are not created, they are harvested. The Imperium doesn't build its workforce, it condemns it. And the supply of raw materials, the billions of Imperial citizens, is endless. How do you become one? How does a living, breathing citizen of the Imperium fall so far as to be turned into a biological machine? The most common path is crime. In a regime as brutal as the Imperium, almost any transgression can carry the sentence of servitude in perpetuity. Murder, theft, heresy, sedition, these are the obvious sins. But the net is cast far wider. Did you fail to show proper respect to a passing noble? Did you question the tithe of your world? Perhaps you were simply born on a world that resisted Imperial compliance, and you were one of the millions rounded up after the war was lost. The Imperium wastes nothing. especially not a body that can still function. But the most terrifying path is the one you walk unknowingly. The Adeptus Mechanicus, the disciples of the machine god on Mars, have an insatiable demand for servitors. They need them to build their titans, to crew their starships, and to serve their tech priests. When the prisons and battlefields run dry, they turn to other sources. That newborn child with a minor physical defect, unfit for the Imperial Guard, but perfect for a gun servitor. That brilliant factory worker who grew old and frail. Their mind is gone, but their body can be repurposed for maintenance. And then there are the vat-grown clones, grown in flesh vats deep within the forges of Mars. These bodies are cultivated for the sole purpose of being lobotomized at birth. They never have a name, never see the sky, never speak a word. Their first and only moment of life is the surgical blade that hollows out their mind to make room for programming. They are the lucky ones. The unlucky ones are those who are taken with their memories. The political prisoners, the failed scribes, the rivals of a powerful inquisitor. For them, the process is not just an execution, it is an erasure. Read aloud in a grave and solemn narrative tone. You are a storyteller unveiling a horrifying secret. Your voice should be measured, clear, and carry the immense weight of the grimdark reality you are describing. Emphasize the cold procedural nature of the horror.
Your sentencing was swift. Your crime, it doesn't matter anymore. You might have been a heretic, chanting dark praises, or a scribe who misplaced a decimal point, costing a sector its fuel tithe. The result is the same. You are dragged from your cell, not to an executioner's block, but to a Mechanicus operating theater. The air is cold and stinks of sterile fluids and cauterized flesh. You are strapped to a steel slab, your head locked in a vise. You see them approach. Tech priests in red robes, their faces hidden behind cold, multi-lensed optics. Their remaining human hands are gone, replaced with spiders' legs of shining silver, each tipped with a different, terrifying tool. Drills, saws, injectors, and searing irons. You try to scream as the first injector pierces your neck, but your vocal cords are paralyzed by the fluid. You can only watch. The process begins. They do not give you the mercy of anesthesia. Pain is irrelevant to the machine god. A high-frequency drill whines as it bores into your skull. You feel the vibration rattle your teeth, then the horrific crack as it breaks through the bone. This is the lobotomy. They are not here to heal you. They are here to hollow you out. One of the tech priest's metallic fingers probes the wound, inserting a humming device deep into your frontal lobe. This is the part of you that holds your personality, your memories, yourself. You feel a searing, white-hot pain, and then nothing. Your past begins to vanish. The memory of your mother's face, gone. The street you grew up on, erased. Your name. What was your name? It flickers and fades. You are no longer a person. You are a container. But they are not finished. The you is gone, but the body remains, and it is inefficient. Sound of a heavy wet slice, followed by a mechanical hiss. You watch, paralyzed, as they begin the augmentation. Your legs, slow and clumsy, are no longer needed. A laser saw cuts through flesh and bone with terrifying precision. You feel the pressure and the heat, but the connection to your own limbs feels distant. They are detached, cauterized, and thrown into a biological waste chute. In their place, they graft heavy metallic limbs, perhaps powerful treads for hauling cargo, or spider-like legs for navigating complex machinery. The pain is absolute, as nerve augmetics are hammered directly into your spine, interfacing your remaining nervous system with your new, cold body. Your arms are next. They are sliced off at the elbow, replaced with whatever tool your new function requires. A pneumatic clamp for a hand, a rotary saw, or a welding torch. You watch. Your own hands fall to the floor. They install chemical injectors into your spine to regulate your hormones, ensuring you never feel fear or fatigue. They plate your chest with armor, bolting it directly to your rib cage. They replace your eyes with glowing red optics, your mouth with a simple Vox grill for waste fluid expulsion. The surgery takes days. You are kept awake for all of it. Finally, the tech priest downloads the simple, root-level programming into your newly emptied brain. Lift, carry, shoot, obey. The last flicker of who you were is smothered. The slab tilts, and you are dropped heavily onto your new metallic feet. Your function is assigned. You are no longer a human. You are Servitor Unit 138.
The lobotomy is supposed to be total. The Adeptus Mechanicus, the Administratum, the Inquisition, they all operate on the comforting belief that the original personality is gone forever. They tell themselves they are merely using a biological husk, a body without a mind. They are lying. The human brain is complex. The soul is stubborn. The lobotomies are often crude, performed by low-level tech adepts in battlefield conditions or overcrowded forge prisons. They are not perfect. And in that imperfection, the greatest horror of the Servitor is born. Imagine you are still in there. You are buried deep beneath the programming, beneath the chemical injections and the surgical mutilation. You have no mouth to scream, no eyes to see, only the filtered data feed from your new optic. You have no hands to fight back with. You are a prisoner in your own skull. You watch, helpless, as your body moves against your will. Your new arm, the welding torch, is activated. You are forced to watch as it meticulously seals plates on a chimera tank, hour after hour, day after day. You want to stop. You want to weep. You want to die. But the programming is absolute. Your body obeys. This is the true grimdark reality. You are aware. You feel the agony of your amputated limbs, a phantom itch you can never scratch. You feel the cold of the forge and the heat of the torch. You hear the monotone commands of the tech priests, and you remember. The lobotomy wasn't perfect. Fragments of your old life flicker like broken data slate. A snatch of a song, the taste of real food, the face of a loved one just before it vanishes into static. These memories are a special kind of torture, a reminder of everything you have lost. Sometimes the fragment of you breaks through. A combat servitor, programmed only to kill, suddenly freezes on the battlefield, staring at an icon that reminds it of its childhood home. A medici servitor, its hands replaced with surgical tools, begins to sob uncontrollably over a patient, a distorted mechanical wail echoing from its vox grill before it's shut down by its master. This is what the Imperium fears most, not that the servitor will fail, but that the human inside will remember. So, what is the end for you, this trapped soul in this mechanical shell? There is no retirement, there is no release, there is no honor. You serve until you are broken. Your existence is a slow, grinding decay. If you are a labor servitor, your biological components, your heart, your lungs, your remaining organs are pushed to their absolute limit, kept functioning only by stimulants and arcane mechanics. Eventually, your organs fail. Your body rots inside the metal. If you are a combat servitor, your end is more violent. You are sent into the meat grinder, a literal walking shield. You absorb the bolt gun fire and the chainsword blows meant for your space marine or inquisitorial masters. You are torn apart by orcs, melted by tyrannid acid, or simply vaporized by a stray artillery shell. When your body fails, what happens next? You are not buried. You are not mourned. You are decommissioned. Your broken form is dragged back to the forges. If any of your mechanical parts are salvageable, your optic, your metal leg, they are ripped from your body and recycled. The rest of you, the ruined flesh and shattered bone, is thrown into a reclamation vat. Your biological matter is rendered down, reduced to a nutrient-rich slurry, which is then used to feed the next generation of vat-grown bodies, destined to become the next generation of servitors. In the Imperium of man, not even in death can you escape servitude. Your very essence is recycled, ensuring that your suffering, in some small way, will power the dark machine of the Imperium forever. So, the next time you see one of those grotesque figures, remember the soul trapped inside, the citizen who made one mistake. And remember that in the 41st millennium, there are fates far, far worse than death. If you survived this journey into the dark, consider watching our video on the penal legions or inquisitors. Thank you for watching, and may the Emperor protect you from his own servants.